Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Elena. In today's video we are doing an everyday makeup routine so you guys can see what I do on an everyday basis when I want to take Instagram pictures, if I want to film a quick video, or if I'm just in a hurry and I need to get out of the door. This is the routine I normally go for and I absolutely love this. So if you want to see my everyday makeup routine, then make sure to keep on watching.
I just been balling out every season. No excuses, I left in the bleachers. I just been married to double cup. I gotta pull me a four inside.
So I'm going to be showing you guys all the products I like and have been loving so far. Some of them have been some products that I have been using for a while that I just cannot let go of. And some of them are some newer products. So I went ahead and did my brows off camera so we are not wasting any time with our brows. I normally can do this look in about 30 minutes if I'm in a hurry and I just need to get myself together. So I would say this look will probably take you about 30 to 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be taking the California Love palette from Colourpop, and I'm going to be using the shade Highway 1, which is this really like brown with gold reflex shadow right here, and I'm just gonna dust that all over my lid. Normally I switch up the eyeshadow shade every time, so literally you take whatever color eyeshadow, it can be sparkly, it can be matte, it literally can be anything, and just slap it on your lid. And I'm gonna take that with a JH36 brush. So what you want to do is just get the shadow, dust it off, and you just want to get this all over your lid and your crease so it actually looks like you just have like a little bit of color and depth to it. So I really like doing this. Now you can see the difference with this eye with brown shadow and this eye with none. See, I like to do this because I feel like this looks like a lot more effort was put into this than what was done. So yeah, it actually looks like you kind of tried to do your eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite eyeliner. This is the Balm Swing Liner, and I love this stuff. It is very black and liquidy, so I really love this. It is going to get all up in there. And we're just going to do a wing liner. Okay, so that is one wing liner done, and as you can see, you don't have to add wing liner. You can just go ahead and skip this step and do eyelashes, but sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But you know, wing liner definitely makes you look like you are trying or you are looking a little bit more put together. So personally, I kind of do this a little bit more often than not doing wing liner, but it's definitely up to personal preference. So I'm also going to put on some lip balm. I'm going to be using this Colourpop Lippy Balm that I got in their Peach collection, and just put on some lip balm because I can never do my makeup without putting on lip balm. Like, I hate for my lips to feel chapped, and I like for my lips to be moisturized by the time I get to putting on lipstick or liquid lipstick. So this is definitely a step that I definitely normally do before I do anything, but we're just going to go ahead and apply that on. Okay, so the next step is either mascara or lashes, and this is definitely up to you. But I personally like to add lashes because I'm just a lash girl all the way. So I'm going to be applying the lashes by Lily Lashes in the style Miami, which is one of my favorites. They are very fluffy and wispy, so I really like that on an everyday basis. So yeah, you can apply whatever lashes or just apply mascara, definitely up to you, but these are what I'm going to be applying today. Okay, so lashes are on and I am loving them. I love these lashes so much. Every time I put them on, I'm like, dang girl, they are looking so cute. Next, we're going to go ahead and start with our face. So a product I have been loving to apply on my face before all of my like base products is the Fourth Ray Beauty Face Milk, and this comes in like several different like scents, but I have the one in papaya and it smells literally just like it. And I like to apply this to just help moisturize my face. Like you guys know, I have dry skin, so this right here just helps to moisturize and make your face just feel so soft and stuff. So I like to apply this before my primer, before my foundation or anything. and I just feel like it does such a good job with being a good moisturizer. So next, y'all already know this is another product I have been loving for a while now, which is the Milk Makeup Primer. And yes, this is literally so bomb. If you're looking for a product that is going to make your makeup last all day, then I definitely recommend this. And it is also very hydrating, so it is good for dry skin, and I'm sure it's good for oily skin as well. But it just literally has the best sticky base to it after you let it sit for a few minutes. And I just feel like my foundation applies so well on top of it, so I love to apply this as well. This primer is so bomb. I know for a fact I'm going to be repurchasing this over and over again because that's how good of a product it is. Okay, so for foundation today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Luminous Foundation, and this is in the shade 440. So ever since I've gotten this foundation, I have absolutely been loving this. I just feel like it is such a dewy, long-lasting foundation, and it just looks so flawless after I apply all of my products on. So I really have been loving this product lately, and I have been using it basically on an everyday basis. So yeah, this has definitely been my go-to foundation. The reason I've been loving this foundation, I feel like it gives you really good coverage and it looks beautiful throughout the day. I noticed that this foundation definitely wears so nicely. I can wear this till like midnight and this junk still looks so beautiful on. I feel like it does a really good job, and I feel like it photographs really nicely as well, and that is a big thing because most of the time I'm either filming a video or if I'm taking Instagram pictures, so I definitely need a foundation that is going to photograph really nicely on. Okay, so now we're moving into concealer, and I'm going to be using two different concealers. So the first concealer I'm going to be using is the Born This Way concealer. This is in the shade Butterscotch, and y'all already know this is definitely one of my favorite hands down concealers. I cannot stay away from this. It is very moisturizing and it is very full coverage, so I absolutely love this one. And I'm going to be using the Jouer concealer, and this is in the shade Rich Ginger. So I'm just going to use a mixture of both of those underneath my eyes, on my nose, and on my chin. And then I like to take my Jouer concealer and just add a little bit on top of that Too Faced concealer because it is a little bit lighter. And then we're just going to go ahead and blend that out. So now we have that concealer blended all the way out. So now I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Translucent Powder. And this one honestly has been my favorite one. I normally switch between this one and the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but I feel like this one is definitely my favorite one. It is definitely good if you have dry skin. It just makes your under eyes look so airbrushed, and it is very finely milled, and it just goes on so smoothly. So that is what I'm going to be applying underneath my eyes. So what I've been doing lately is you want to make sure you go back underneath your eyes and blend out any creases. So I get another beauty blender and I just pat that on the back of my hand, and then you just want to go in and just tap all up underneath your eyes and push in that product. And I just feel like this definitely gives you that flawless effect without adding too much powder. Because sometimes you can just add too much powder and it can become cakey. So I like to do that just to make sure that I don't put that much powder underneath my eyes. But I'm definitely making sure I'm setting that concealer. So I'm going to go back in with that California Love palette. I'm going to use the same shade, that brown shade, and I'm just going to run that underneath my eyes. So that's definitely going to help with the eye look, to definitely look like we look a little bit more put together and that we actually tried with the eye look, when really we only used one shade and we literally just dusted over as fast as possible. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Cruising, which is this light yellow gold shade right here, and I'm going to add that in the inner corner. So as you can see, that shade is definitely going to open up our eyes more and make us look more awake, is what I like personally on an everyday basis, and I can literally not go without an inner corner highlight. So when I do this look, I definitely switch up the inner corner highlights as well. And as you can see, look at how big of a difference that makes. It just makes our eyes look more awake, more open, and it just gives the look a little bit more of a pop to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the lash line with this little mini Lights Camera lashes from Tarte. I like doing bottom mascara because I feel like it definitely rounds out the whole eye, especially with the big lashes we have on top. We don't want our bottom lashes to look naked, so we definitely want to make sure we put some mascara on those. Okay, so that is the eyes all the way done. So let's go ahead and do the rest of our face products. So the next thing I like to do is bronze up the face, because we do all that highlight and everything with the concealer, but we want to make sure we come back in and we bronze. So I've been using my all-time favorite from Fenty Beauty, the Cocoa Naughty bronzer. Y'all can see your girl has definitely been digging in this pan, and I just like to swirl that on a JH02 brush and just bronze around my cheekbones, a little bit lower, like around the jawline. Okay, so yeah, we just do a little slight carving of the nose. We're snatching that nose up, honey. So on an everyday basis, I normally use like a mauve or a peachy shade blush, but today I'm going to be using a peachy shade. This is the Wonderlust blush by Buxom in the shade Mykonos. And yeah, this is just a really nice peachy blush that I think looks good on an everyday basis, and it definitely gives you that liveliness that blush is supposed to add. So I just go in because I really love blush. I don't know how people don't love blush. It definitely just makes you look so like happy and cheeky. And I like to put a little bit on my nose. You make sure you want to definitely blend that in with your bronzer. And then for a highlighter, I'm using a new highlighter today. I'm using the new CoverGirl True Blend Super Stunner High Glow Highlighter. And this is in the shade Gilded Glory. And this is so pigmented. You definitely want to have a light hand with this. And I just like to add it right above my cheek. Like, can y'all see? That is a drugstore highlighter. But it is literally like so wet and finely milled. Like, I was so impressed when I tried this on. Like, they did a really good job on this formula. If you have not tried this and you love highlighter, you will not be disappointed, because it literally is like wet on my skin, and I absolutely love it. It is so easy to blend, and as you see, it is absolutely blinding. So I'm gonna put that on my nose. So now we're moving into lips. So what I will do is go ahead and wipe off that lip balm that I have on my lip, because it's done its job. It has already moisturized my lips and everything, and I will go in with my lip liner. Now, the lip liner I've been using on an everyday basis has definitely been the Shayla Times Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF4. I definitely have to buy several of these before they go out of stock, because I absolutely love this shade. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to be taking the Buxom lipstick in Dolly Dreamer. This is just a really nice mauve color. Normally I go for a mauve, a nude, or a berry shade. If I'm feeling a little out there, I'll go for like a red or a darker shade. But I normally just switch this up, definitely on an everyday basis, because I'm never wearing the same lipstick. But this is the one I'm going to go for today. And I love this formula because it is very creamy and pigmented. As you can see, we definitely have a lot of pigment going on right now. I'm feeling a little glossy today, so on top of that, I'm going to add the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Lean In, which is like a really like sparkly light pink shade, and I'm just going to apply that just in the center of my lips. So just like right here. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we got to set it and lock it all in so it lasts all day and we're looking flawless the whole time. So I'm going to be using the Morphe setting spray, which is my all-time favorite, and I'm kind of running low, so I definitely need to go repurchase, and I'm just going to spray my whole face. Okay, so that is the finished look for my everyday makeup routine. This is what I do on an everyday basis when I'm in a hurry and I need to look presentable, and I absolutely love this, and I definitely tweak it to whatever I'm feeling that day, but today this is what I was feeling and I love this look. So let me know, what are some products that you like to use on an everyday basis, or what is your everyday routine? I would love to chat it up with you guys in the comments. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, loves.